Hi, I'm CJ,
Hey, what's up? I'm Amber.
and we are the Moon and Stars at Night. We're probably going to get eaten alive by mosquitoes tonight because we are here right at twilight.
Rock on.
Um, but yeah, we were using our brains this week.
Not me. Don't include me. This was all CJ.
We used our collective selves, my one and her one together,
Wow.
to come up with an idea for this week's episode. And we decided to start a series. It's called Who We Were When. And so we're going to go through our seasons of life and we're going to kind of talk about what each of us were like during that period of time, like our childhood, which is today's episode is going to be hopefully not as weepy as it probably could get.
And it might be.
It might be.
Because
you never know.
I'm here.
We always turn it into something more therapeutic than we intend.
And I've already cried a lot today.
Me too.
Okay, so it's going to happen.
Okay, we're going to cry.
Oh my God.
Buckle up, babes. So that is the plan. It's called Who We Were When. And then we're just going to go through the different seasons. So we at least have the next few episodes planned out. This one will be childhood. Next one, I'm thinking like high school.
Okay.
And then like early adulthood to now.
Okay, so childhood is up until high school.
I'm saying childhood is day of birth until 8th grade graduation. That's when I was overthinking it earlier. That's what I decided for us.
Perfect.
Great. Do we need to talk about what you were crying about or no?
No, I just miss my dad.
Aww.
I'll just miss my papa in these wedding planning times.
Your pappy.
And a song came on.
No,
when I was in
the throes of grief.
Dollar Tree looking for Father's Day cards for my fiance. So I'm in the dad card aisle and this song just comes on and I'm like, fucking cool.
Thanks a lot, Dollar Tree DJ.
It's actually a really good song. If you have never heard of it, it's called Heaven's Not Too Far and it's by the band We Three and it's about like them losing their mom to cancer, but it was like very relatable and it's really good.
Yeah, the bug is right in your face. Do you want to you don't want to sing a snippet for us right now? You don't.
I don't think that I could. I don't think that I could.
That isn't that crazy how like a song could just
ruin your entire day.
Ruin your whole.
My coworker walked in on like from her lunch break and she like brought me ice cream. She's like, "Yay!" And I'm like holding a baby, feeding them a bottle. I'm like, and she was like, "Oh my God. What's happening?" Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy and yet it's the most relatable thing ever.
Yeah.
And unless you don't know what grief is like, in which case I didn't understand it. Like when my husband, before my brother had passed, my husband would be like really sad sometimes and it felt like for no reason.
Yeah.
And now looking back, I was like, oh my God, because it really can just hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're missing your dad.
Thank you.
And all the wedding stuff too. Like,
yeah, I was making my brooch bouquet. So I'm like really trying to incorporate him because I want to feel like
he's there.
My mom's walking me down the aisle, but I want my dad to walk me down the aisle. So there's like a lot of things that I'm incorporating that are from my dad that it's sad. It's sad, but it's nice. And it's going to be a mixture of both on the wedding day and I'm just anticipating.
Bittersweet.
That. Yeah.
Better to get the tears out now while making it than on the day while carrying it down.
It'll probably be both.
Both.
Yep.
Both.
Together as one. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to make Amber go first today.
Perfect. Because you've been the one who's been thinking about this and I didn't give it a second thought. So this is good.
This is good.
We're going to rip it right off the top.
That's my favorite version of you is
okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, the genuine, like, just on the fly.
Okay.
So give us childhood Amber, like.
Okay. I have to say, I don't remember much from like pre 9 or 10. So that part's going to be hard. I don't have a lot of memories from there. My cousins always get mad at me because they're like, Amber, do you remember when we like would put you in a cardboard box and like tote you around the front yard and like spray you with a hose? And I was like, literally no. And they're like, we did that till you were like 7. And I was like, no, I don't know if I was there for that. So these memories I don't know if you said you don't remember a lot of your childhood too.
Very few memories.
But the memories that come, aren't they like it's like so very specific?
It's so specific and it's not really about anything major, but they're so vivid.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like I'm living it all over again when I do remember.
Yeah, because you're right there.
I'm right there.
Everything else, though, gone. I don't have a lot.
Not even fuzzy, just
No,
not
just
there.
literally not there.
Years of missed time.
I should have really. I've always wanted to be like hypnotized or
Me
like.
too.
Should we do that together? Should we record it on the podcast?
We should get a hypnotist to come in and hypnotize us.
Does anyone know a hypnotist?
Okay,
I would
hook us up.
That actually could be a lot of trauma.
We probably wouldn't be able to post the results because of how much came up, but like.
But actually, it'd just be very interesting to interview someone who does this and like,
Yes.
what is your, and then we can be hypnotized off camera or something like.
Yeah, maybe they'll give us a discount because they can like, well, like it'll be a very, it'll work. It'll be beneficial for both parties.
Yes.
Okay.
Call us. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So me as a child, I was very shy. Up until probably I was like in my 20s, I was so shy, which
Were you shy even as a toddler? Like,
yes.
Okay.
My mom said, and it's still how I operate to this day. My mom said I would walk into like a library story time, and I would sit back and I would watch the room. I would like kind of like
Literally
gauge.
how I met you the first time.
That's literally who I am to this day. And so very shy growing up. Everyone, the world was so intimidating. It was very, looking back at it now, I was like scared of a lot of things. Like I look at my daughter who just kind of like commits to like, yeah, mom, we have a speech. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but I'm going to just like write a speech and go up and perform it and just like try to win. What? Like that would never, that would be too
You
terrifying
would opt
for
out
me.
of that.
Literally, even if I had to do it, I would fail the class. I would not do that. So that's not really who I am anymore. But growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends because I was so shy. I was bullied a lot. I have a lot of childhood trauma from mean people. And I never really stood up for myself then. Man, this is hard. Like, just repeat on the top. I don't have a script of me remembering myself as a kid. I would always try to fit in. Like, I went to a Christian elementary school from preschool to 8th grade. So it was the same people in your class every single year who tormented me. And I would always try to like watch like, oh my God, okay, so they're wearing like remember the, I think they're still around, the 3-stripe Adidas like down the side. Like that was so cool when I was in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And and my parents like could barely afford to send me to a Christian school. So they definitely couldn't afford $60 Adidas. So like they took me to Walmart and got me like the off-brand, and that was so much worse. It would have just been better had I not got, do you know what I mean? Like kids are so rude, and I harbor that now to this day. I still think about that. I'm like, who's going to be mean to me because of the, like, I think about that, and who's going to be mean to my kids. So that follows me around, and that's pretty cool.
What did little Amber, what were some of her hobbies and passions?
Oh yeah.
And like interests?
I loved to sing. You
Get
could,
out.
You could, hey, you could catch me.
Did not expect you to say that.
I would be outside. I was an only child. I have a sister who's like 15 years older, but she was never around. So I would be outside by myself, entertaining myself on my parents' like picnic table, singing the wrong words wholeheartedly, like so confident that they were like correct Christian Jesus songs.
Yes.
To my neighborhood, whoever would be listening, that I didn't even occur that they would be listening, but everyone I'm sure was, and I would be singing. I really loved to do that. I loved the Barbies. I'd go to my Oma's house like every Saturday, and she had like a little loft where you could like climb up and like close the curtains, and then like I'd put on like a puppet show with like my Barbies for like my Oma, and my mom who'd be like, okay, like enough's a fucking enough, because it would be every Saturday, and I'd be like, no, and it was the same one. I really liked to bake. I loved to read. I was a huge bookworm. Catch me at the library every Sunday. I loved to read. That was my hobbies. I didn't have much until high school was when I started to like figure myself out. Reading Barbie's Polly Pockets.
Ooh.
Polly Pockets.
Classic.
I would still play with the Polly Pocket.
Okay.
Those are so fun.
What else? How were you in school? What was like
early school? I was good. I was a good student. Like early elementary, when you start getting into like hard math, 6th, 7th, 8th grade,
not a math girl
or science. I was an English girly,
girly.
because I love to write poetry and stuff later on. So I was really committed to learning language. But like early childhood, I was really into like getting A's. Like it was really important to me. My self worth was
linked to how well you did in school.
Yeah.
Same. What else? What should we?
I don't know. I don't know anything else about my childhood.
What's like a memory that you said you do that does stick out? None memory. No,
zero
memories stick out.
I have a really hard memory of like I was really into like rearranging my room.
Mm-hmm.
It seems Aria's really into that too right now. So I think that's like
it's like a thing.
Yeah. So I remember being like, I'm going to make Barbie world. And I moved my bed into the middle of the room so I could like line my walls with like Barbie village. And I had all the different villages. And then in one corner, I did the same thing with like my Polly Pockets. I have like I can see myself. I can see exactly what I'm wearing. My little black shirt with my different florals on it, and my '90s bike shorts.
Yes.
And my hair
like a side pony. Pigtails.
Doop doop, half up, half down. I can see it, and I was just like, got it. Yeah, gonna live my life like this. My mom was like, this doesn't make any sense for a room. Which,
what's it like being an only child?
Oh,
what's that like?
I never really thought about it until I got older and like went to friends' houses that had siblings.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, you have to like
share
bathrooms? Ew. But then I was like, wow, did I miss out on like a whole experience of having kind of like a built-in best friend? But now that I watch my daughter and son fight all the time, I'm like, no, maybe I didn't.
Literally, they came over on Saturday and Amber had too much to carry to the car and she asked her kids to help her and they were like physically fighting over who was going to carry this one bag.
I'm so embarrassed.
She was like, stop fighting about this. It's so ridiculous.
And then they just continued to do it. And so I'm like, wow, maybe I didn't miss out on anything at all.
Yeah, no, it's all siblings are like that.
So I would say it's nice-ish, but also like being the sole person of your parents' attention, specifically your mom attention. You know, it's not like you're like the older child going forth and like doing all the experiences. So when the second child comes through, your mom's like, man, whatever, like go ahead and do it. Like everything was like, ooh, don't do okay.
All that anxiety and control that you feel with your first child, that's what she felt for you the whole time.
The whole time.
Nobody else to like.
Even when I was like 23, 24, still now, like it's just like, yeah, I think there was a lot of like attention on me. And I didn't really like act out. Like I was like a good kid. I didn't like start to like get a little crazy. And it wasn't even bad crazy. It was like a little crazy, like post college. Yeah. I don't know. I was a good girl, which everyone is surprised when they look at me.
No, you are such a good girl. I may or may not have been surprised by that fact, but you are such a good girl.
I know. I know. Gotcha.
It's
like a whole punked episode.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you think of anything else, just
I went to church a lot, and so that also shaped like who I was.
Yes.
I didn't have a choice. Like my Saturdays, I would go with my mom to my Oma's house, and Sundays were like church and errands. And so I didn't have like a life of sleepovers and stuff until I was like old. I had one friend who I would do sleepovers with sometimes, but like church and Oma ruled our weekends, so I didn't have the opportunity to like go. I don't know. I don't even know what kids like do on on the weekends that isn't
What?
church and Oma. I
And
don't know.
everyone does some. That's the thing too. Is like, what do kids do? Every family does different stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I see in our neighborhood there's like a group of kids, and they're all weekend long. They're just all together.
Yeah.
And I never had. I mean, well, maybe I did. Who knows? I wouldn't remember anyway.
We
No,
don't
I'm
have
just
those
kidding. I
memories.
know I had friends in our neighborhood. But when did you guys when did you stop going to church as religiously? Did you see what I did there?
Religiously.
Yeah.
I stopped going to church. That's a whole thing we can get into with elderly
later.
years, because I stopped going to church when I was like 30.
Oh my gosh, that is, can't wait to get there. Oh my gosh. Hurry up to
Whoa.
3 Wednesdays from now. That is, I can't wait to unpack that with you.
Let's hear about baby Cassandra.
Baby CJ. Okay. I was trying to think about this beforehand because I didn't want to get off topic as I do.
Yeah.
As I do that. My mom claims that I was just this like very angelic, social little toddler. Like I would just walk up and be like, I want a snack, and just like walk up to strangers, be like, hi, how are you? And like just very
This checks out still to this day.
Yeah. I was just very social. When she's around my kids and she sees them have tantrums, she's like, I've literally never seen you do that. Which shocks me because I'm so deeply feeling, but I think I learned very early on that I just wasn't supposed to feel anything at all. Oh my God, wait, I went too deep too fast. Anyway, I also have childhood trauma, but different than Amber's. Mine was, anyway, so I did have a sibling. So my brother was 3.5 years older than me. His name was Nick, and that shaped a lot of my childhood. I feel like
having a brother,
yeah,
an older brother, an older sibling.
Yeah, I feel like, are there even any memories where he's not a part of them?
We're
I know.
Start crying, and already like why?
I know. I feel like a lot of me was like, I was me, but I also was, so much of me was just really enjoying things that he enjoyed. So like the oldest sibling, I think a lot of times can set the tone for like what the family interests are, what we do.
Yeah.
And so like I loved Batman and Power Rangers and watching my brother play the Nintendo 64.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I used to play, we called them shoot 'em up games. That's what my mom would call them. She's like, are you playing those shoot 'em up games again?
I can hear Sherry already.
And
yeah.
I know. And I just like didn't know what to do. So I just like.
Absolutely the same.
And like turn in circles really fast. And I was like, I actually hit quite a good amount of people that way.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was CJ like as a young, like we're talking like toddler, pre-K. I was, we were a very active family. Like we did a lot of hiking, biking, skiing. My parents were skiers. They made me start really young. Another thing that actually something we have in common, fears. I was the biggest scaredy cat of all time. I was scared to go fast on things. I was scared of new things. It's like I was social. And so like social interactions and like those things didn't scare me, but like going fast on my bike, getting hurt. I was very accident prone as a child. Like
you broke lots of bones.
Lots of injuries. I mean, my first broken bone was at the age of 5.
Oh my God. What did you do?
I broke my nose. I was on a tire swing with my friend.
Oh my God.
And her big sister came to pick them up, and she's like pushing us on this tire swing. The branch broke, fell, and missed Allie completely, hit me in the nose, and it was like fully crooked. My mom used to be like, it looks like a C for Cassandra. And I was like, Thanks, Mom. Anyway, so that was me at 5. We were active. I was like a horse and animal girly. I loved playing horses more than Barbies. I loved my Beanie Babies more than anything else.
Oh, did you collect them?
I collected them, and they all had a story to tell. They all had a life.
You knew all their names and all their birthdays?
I didn't know birthdays. I'm not Rain Man, but like I knew their names or whatever name I gave them.
Yeah.
Sometimes my names were better than the given name.
Every time, probably, yeah.
And it was like I was obsessed with Balto, as we have mentioned once per episode.
We're going to have an episode where you just explain
Balto and how much it means to me.
Yeah. Yes.
So Balto and Lion King. So there was actually a period of time where I would like just walk around the house on all fours and go like and like pretend to be an animal. My poor parents. I was like a very imaginative child.
This does not surprise me at all. Literally at all.
I know. And very just very playful, very imaginative. I loved dressing up with my friends. Actually, I can still picture it. One of the memories I can still picture is that my mom used to have this basket of like old scarves that she didn't really want to wear anymore, and like other dress up like hats and things. And so my friends, Allie and Alyssa, we would dress up in the scarves. We'd wear them like tube tops. Like we thought we were so freaking hot.
Sexy.
So sexy.
Sexy little what?
Sexy little picnic in my backyard. And so we'd have, my mom would cut the sandwiches into little triangles. And man, I can just picture it so vividly. I feel my childhood is kind of complicated. Just, I have no idea if my parents will ever listen to this, so I don't want to ever say something that will hurt their feelings, but it was a pretty traumatic childhood. But like where I grew up in Northern California, I lived in a rural area. So like we lived on 5 acres. It was a beautiful place to grow up. Like we never had a shortage of things to do. We could just turn on the sprinklers. We could do a slip and slide. We could like mowing the lawn was even fun because it kind of felt like driving a car, you know? I'd listen to my Jonas Brothers in my sports bra to get a tan, you know?
In the world,
yeah.
3,000.
Not much has changed, but we live underwater.
I was not a Jonas Brothers.
And you're great. You were, you know, well, I
was too old.
Yeah.
I
went to one of their concerts.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my friend Allison for taking me. Sierra, Allison, and Kayla. Anyway, so let's see. In school, I was like an incredible student because of the pressure that my parents put on me. And I was smart. Like, smart kids in the beginning obviously do well, I feel like.
I noticed that you used past tense.
I was an ambitious little youngster.
She still is.
But it's interesting because looking back, I was not a leader. I was a follower, and I had this one girl who was a mean girl, and I wanted to be in her good graces. So I actually was a bully for the first. I know. Don't look at me like that. I feel so much shame around it, but I was a bully for like the first 2 years because she would tell me I was like a minion. I was a henchman. I was like a cute little evil henchman. And she would just point and tell me to pick on somebody, and I would do it. And I was at the principal's office so much. And I don't know what happened. I do know what happened. Then I got like, you know, when your hormones start to change, like before puberty, you stop growing as tall and you kind of like get a little bit chubbier, I guess. Like your hormones are changing. Yeah. And I went through that and they stopped talking to me. And so
bitches.
I know. And I was swinging on the swings one day. I loved the swings. Like anything active, physical, I loved, or the bars. And this girl, Erica, she started swinging next to me and we started doing like some cool tricks.
What up,
Erica?
This was
5th grade.
Erica.
We were like jumping off, you know?
Yeah.
We were like doing that thing where you're like hanging by your legs
On the swings?
on the swings, and
What is wrong with you?
your hair's like kind of like touching it's like grazing. That's how close you came to being headless. Anyway, I basically was like, and she loved to read. I love to read, and I was like, we should be friends. And she told me, listen, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard. 5th grade, Erica was such a cool person. She looked at me and she said, I would love to be friends with you, but if you ever treat me
I know that's right, Erica.
with like if you ever treat me like that, I will not be your friend.
That's right, Erica.
And I was like, I literally was like, okay. And she changed the trajectory of my life.
Are you still friends with Erica?
I mean, I know her. I'm like, I really should reach out to Erica.
Erica.
Yeah, Erica's a really, really, really wonderful person. Yes, I'm still friendly with her, but like we had separate interests as we went through like middle school and high school.
I want to know about Erica's childhood, because that's what did she learn, and who did she learn that from? From her parents?
Her mom was a BA. Like, Erica was just a phenomenal person. She was just emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Which I didn't have.
Don't know that I still have that.
I still am learning that. So she changed the whole trajectory of my life, and like what being a friend looked like, kindness, like who I am today. I don't think I probably would have been this person if I hadn't been given that talking to by my bestie in 5th grade, Erica. And she was like the first person who embraced the weird, nerdy side of me that I did not show to anybody. Like wanting to read, wanting to dress up in Harry Potter robes for the release of the book at midnight. You know, like that was her. She embraced it all. What a incredible human being. And so from then on, then I was like, I was always on the outside.
Yeah.
It was like, now that I realized that people could like you for exactly who you are, it felt really hard to fit in after that.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't popular. And I never was in a friend group. I think we've talked about friend groups, and that I've never really had one. And I actually did recently have one, and it went very poorly, went south. And,
and not good.
It was not good. And so when I was playing volleyball, I was friends with the volleyball girls. When I was playing basketball, I was friends with the basketball girls. Like when I was in leadership, like when I was doing these things, oh my God, I forgot one of the biggest aspects of CJ at that age. I wanted to be an actress. Oh my gosh, I was a theater kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was a band kid, a theater kid. I was a singer, a dancer. I wanted to be famous.
Multifaceted in the talent department.
Quadruple threat. Yeah. I was like first chair flute and piccolo. And I learned all sorts of other obscure instruments just because I could. Just because my brain was that cool back then.
Wow. Humble brag.
I know. Humble brag. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't want to make you jealous that I could do that in the 6th
It's too late.
grade.
They already are.
And so I was like very much loved acting, loved like the arts, and I loved reading and writing. Like those were my things.
Yeah.
Music, art, those are my things. The art without the drawing, obviously.
We can't do that.
We can't do that.
Literally not talented there.
Yes. Okay. So that was me. That was me.
That was you.
I was social, but also like didn't really, I don't know. I always felt kind of like uncomfortable in my own skin, I guess. But also it's hard to tell what is like conditioning from your family. What is your personality in general?
Yeah.
What is normal tween stuff that everyone goes through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of fears. Like I loved horses, right? Scared to ride them. I get on the back of one, I got bucked off, and I literally have not been back on since, but horses are one of my favorite. And I'll go up the street and pet that horse for an hour and a half like it's my soul animal.
It might be.
It might be. He loves me. I literally walk up and he comes straight over to the fence. But I probably am. At some point I did lose my fear of like roller coasters and the ocean and skiing, and like I still don't like to go fast on my bicycle. But other than that, like I was very fearful, very timid, very cautious.
Do you feel like your parents were that way? Do you remember them like instilling some like I can hear my Uncle Brian? Oh no, don't do that. Like was that
Yes. So when I say that like having my brother shaped my entire childhood, it was more than just like his our memories are one. It's also the fact that like because of who he was, it affected how I was treated. My brother was like um fearless, busy, crazy, go go go. Like he would jump off a cliff and like not even cry if he, you know, like he just. So my parents kind of went through the ringer with that, and so with me they were pretty controlling,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a lot of freedom to make mistakes. I actually, yeah. So and then even as that got like, then my brother started to have like behavioral stuff, so then I was just like, have you ever heard of the term a glass child?
no?
Okay, so a glass child is when there's somebody else that your parents are focusing their attention on, and you're like this invisible, like they see right through you.
Yeah.
But you're like durable in the way that they expect you, and
Need
you
you to
learn
be?
to be independent from a very young age, but you're also quite fragile and you don't have a lot of like
I thought that was
coping
like
mechanisms.
no.
Is there a bug?
No.
You're staring at me.
No, sorry. This glasses.
Okay.
I'll need glasses.
Yeah,
sorry.
so I definitely had that. And so I was almost like left to my own devices.
Yeah.
And I was like the annoying little sister. Like my brother had good buddies, and I'd always wanted to be around them.
Hey,
and like,
guys!
hey, I want to play Batman, and just like I was just this annoying little sister. But my brother was very kind. Like he didn't want to hurt my feelings. He just naturally did, obviously. Um, and yeah, so man, I didn't realize how hard it would be to talk about childhood without like going full TMI on all the trauma, all the like crazy stuff. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
like censor that. We probably should have just
Said it out loud.
should have said it out loud.
Because you know what? Everyone's experienced
That's what they're
some
here
trauma.
for.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made it through.
We did. I actually have another memory that I've thought of. You're probably too young. Ew. But my best friend lived across the street from me, Ashley, and we would pretend to like. Did you ever read the books Sweet Valley High?
I have heard of them.
Right.
Tell me the story anyway.
We would just like it was like the two of us, so we would be like I mean, she didn't read them. I read them. I don't know how she actually. I think maybe I just told her about them. She
Yeah,
didn't.
you're just
She
like,
didn't
you're gonna
read.
play this part, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be the other one.
Yeah, and I was like, "This is Jessica," and she's like this, that, and the other thing. And then like Elizabeth's like the bookworm. She's like, "Well, you're the bookworm," and I was like, "Okay, I like Jessica though too." But we'd always do like that. We'd do Mary Kate and Ashley. Who was Mary Kate? Who was Ashley? We'd be in her backyard being like, "Super duper Snoop." Did you ever watch their videos? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I for sure did. I just don't remember them. As we talked
okay.
about, I don't have any memories.
As we've just
As we've talked about.
discussed.
Yeah.
But we would just pretend, and we would also vivid memory trade. Do you remember this? Because you loved Lion King. There was Lion King trading cards.
Mm.
Okay, guess I'm too old.
No, my mom didn't like buy us anything.
Oh.
She was like,
You don't need it.
you don't need it.
Trash.
Yeah, so
That
we
makes
didn't have a
sense.
lot of stuff.
There was Lion King trading cards from like scenes from the movie. And I remember trading her a card for like 5 cards and then like telling my mom like I regret doing that. I loved that card because it was baby Simba.
I love baby Simba.
I regret that still to this day. I'm just kidding. But there was a lot of like make believe in the backyard. We grew up in like Southern California, so we were outside in her like outdoor tree all the time, like just making shit up
I
as we went
think about
along.
this so often about like how our childhood was in the peak of life. Like the best childhood that you could get before besides the fact that our parents were boomers,
Yeah.
I meant like
Well,
the time before tech exploded and like
when it was just on the cusp,
yeah, it was like we lived in the best
it was the best
time.
time. The late 90s, early 2000s was the best time to be alive. And then arguably the 2007s through like 12s to be like
A
in
young
a
person
young
was the
teen,
best. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. The
Absolutely.
fashion,
Fashion, take or leave it. I could take or leave the Y2K fashion. The layered
it's just
tanks.
it's like I don't know. I kind of want to go to like a party that is like themed of the Y2Ks because it's so just like I just miss it. I wouldn't want
It
to dress
is
like it every day,
nostalgic.
but like
There
seeing
are some baddies who can pull it off so well, and I love seeing it on
with
them.
the
It's not for me. It's not for me anymore.
I know.
I was reading this thing earlier. It was about not only like the introduction of AI is going to make us all stupid, right?
I already feel
But
it.
the introduction of like streaming services and smartphones and iPads and like having all these things, even toys that are more advanced than what we had. It's they called it constructive boredom. Think of how much our brains came up with because we were bored shitless.
Yeah.
Like I used to make up stories about the raindrops on my window.
People,
and
yeah,
now my
it's
kids
fun.
are like, Mom, play that remix of the Weller Man
Yeah.
because I want to hear it again.
Yeah,
Put it
one
on
more- yeah.
repeat. And like and just it's so crazy how different that feels from what our children are experiencing now. Firefly.
I know I was watching it.
Oh my gosh. They're still so magical to me having not like I didn't have these
Yeah, we
growing
didn't have
up.
grow. I remember when I moved here 4 years ago. I
I
was
thought
like,
it was
oh my
I
god!
know, I think it's so cool. Us fangirling over the fireflies.
Because we're from the West Coast.
Firefly fangirls. That's another merch we could make. Yeah, I just think we lived. I think that being a mom in the 90s was probably a lot more fun than it is now because we have too much information at our disposal and it can make it so overwhelming.
Everything is scary.
And that's probably why we have so much trauma because like they were in survival mode and their friends were like, it'll be fine.
It's fine.
It's
Everyone's
fine.
doing it and everything's okay.
Right. And
we made it fine. That's what we tell ourselves now.
That's my mom told me, because I was talking to her one time about like screen time, right? Like letting the boys watch too much TV. And she's like, Cassandra, I used to open up the pack and play, shove you inside, turn on Lion King, let you watch it till it was over, put it in the rewinder, rewind it, put it back in over and over again all day long. And she's like, and you taught yourself how to read at 3.5 years old. And I was like, cool, Mom.
Wow,
so
Mom.
She's basically saying, like, look how you turned out. But I mean, there's so much to be said for like nowadays we feel like we have to entertain our children all day and they feel entitled to that.
Yes, they do.
And there's definitely a healthy mix of what we experienced and what we're giving them. There's more of a there's probably like a perfect medium right there in the middle of like being present, engaging with them, but also letting them be bored. Boredom is the key to any free thinking.
My son, that concept does not being bored, that he just doesn't understand. That I was like, back in my day, I would lay on the floor and count the popcorn on the ceiling. He's like, what's a popcorn ceiling? I'm like, God,
oh my god,
damn it! But
you'll probably never see one in your lifetime, son.
Not once. But yeah, he's just everything is like today I had to like leave. He's like, but I didn't bring my video games from my dad's house. Can I do that? And I was like, no. You remember all those toys that you begged to have? Sit there and think about put it together. What are you imagining with it? And he
just
just
think
like
about like
doesn't.
our stories, like because we love to write so much. Like
Yeah.
I could just sit down and write about anything.
All of it.
Or diary. Were you a diary keeper?
I found all of my diaries.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what I did a few years back? I
Well-
have this vintage typewriter and I started typing my diary entries
Oh my
starting
God.
from the beginning because I'm like a diary collector. I'm like a dragon I'm like, have you heard of what a book dragon is?
No.
Okay,
All
so
these
there's a bookworm.
terminologies. Okay.
Bookworm devours books.
Yes.
Book dragon collects books.
Oh.
So they want nice, pretty books
Oh.
on their shelves forever, preserved. So I was like that with journals, and I would be so into it, and I would journal like 92 pages a day for like the first 3 days and then lose steam and then never enter another
Yeah.
thing. And so I found all these like this stack of journals where I started and never finished, and I was typing them up, laughing my ass off. I would baseball between. Oh my gosh, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. See, I knew I should have written down my list. Okay, actually, I have to tell a funny story first.
Okay.
So I hung out with your daughter on Monday.
Oh my God.
We're driving in the car. First of all, she's so intimidating because she's totally fine with silence.
Absolutely.
She's totally fine just sitting there. Her face is just a blank slate. She's not unhappy. She's not happy. She's like nothing. And you don't know what she's thinking. And she's 12. So like, how do I know what she's thinking? Anyway, so the boys requested a song from K-pop Demon Hunters and we're singing it. And I was like, oh my God, Gino, he's so fine. I love Gino. And she's like, you're so weird. I was like, you don't think he's cute? And she's like, no. And I was like, what, you like Abby more? And I'm like naming all the different K-pop Demon Hunters demon boy band characters, obviously.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And I'm like, do you have crushes on people? And she was like, not really, unless they're like good friends and I know them really well. And I was like, wow. And I was like, I was so boy crazy. I had crushes starting from as early as kindergarten that I can remember.
Really?
My first crush was Kenny Andre, and I used to make fun of him to flirt. And looking back, how very problematic. I'm so sorry, Kenny. I called him Chocolate Tuna Breath because he had chocolate and tuna fish sandwich in his lunch that one day. I'm so sorry about that.
Kenny.
I really need to start holding myself accountable for things I did that many years ago. I had so many crushes. I crushed on everybody.
Really?
And I was telling this to your daughter, and I was like, is that weird? And she's like, yeah, but at least now you know about it.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, that is the savage truth that I needed to hear. And it's just so interesting that people are so different. And it reminds me of the conversation I had with you. Do you remember that?
Which one? We've had so many.
I think like the first time we hung out on my porch, it was when we were first becoming friends. And I asked like we were talking about like how you met Sam, and we were talking about like all these things, and we talked about how I was like kind of a hoe and I just liked everybody. It's a fact. I can't deny it.
We can talk about it later.
And yeah, that'll be in my early adulthood phase,
Hoe
guys.
episode.
Just hoe
The
episode. Wait for that.
Can't wait.
And we talked about you, and you're like, yeah, it's really hard for me to like be attracted to someone unless I already know them and I know that they're a good person, and I was like, I thought that was so crazy to me.
I passed it down.
Because it's genetic.
Yeah.
Because I could literally look at like a mannequin and be like, damn. You know what I like? Okay, not a mannequin. That was too far. It's not what I meant. I just meant like I could see like a stranger. I could think someone's attractive.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Literally anybody. And it's just so interesting that I apparently that's weird. Apparently most people are not like that.
But at least now you know about it.
At least now I know about it.
Going forward in your dating life.
It doesn't yeah, now I'm married. But and that doesn't matter. But yeah, that was, and I'm like, I was a fangirl from early on. That's why I'm wearing my Aragorn shirt today. If you didn't notice, he is one of my many sexual awakenings as a.
That's Lord of the Rings, right?
That's Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I've
never seen it. Sorry. Sorry,
Give me the strength.
sorry.
Give me the
It
strength
just looks
to
so
continue.
boring. Oh my god, it looks so terrible.
It's
Okay,
not boring. It's just long.
yeah,
It's long.
and that's the other thing. Like, why?
Well, I was young. It was very magical at the time.
That makes
but now I
sense.
love it and it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, that was me. That was something I wanted. That was going to be the number one thing on my list was boy crazy.
Boy crazy.
Which is so funny too because I'm a bisexual. So it's like, when did I become like? When did I start
Specifically.
crushing on? I was so boy crazy that when I told my parents that I was interested in girls too, they were just like,
What?
"Are you sure?" Because literally your whole life you've just been obsessed with boys.
And you're like, it's all been a facade.
I was like, well, joke's on you. Now I'm just obsessed with everybody.
Everyone, no one is off limits.
Everyone's fair game, guys. So yeah, that was interesting. Talking about your daughter, talking about that with your daughter, and like just being around a 12-year-old was so interesting to me.
Scary.
It was scary. She's intimidating.
Yeah, she is.
At one point, I was like, "Are you having a good time?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yay!"
Yay! And today she's like, I roasted CJ so good
Did she?
the other day. And I said, what did you say? She's like, I lifted groceries for her. And she said something about like having to save her like muscles. And I said, what muscles? And I was like,
Oh my God, she did.
what is wrong with you?
It was so funny. I was like, that's some quick wit.
That's her love language, though, is
roasting. I figured that out. I hope I get roasted some more tomorrow when I get to hang out with her.
You're about
again.
to. Yeah. She's
gonna roast
lay
me
it on
so hard.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm gonna take her to the pottery painting and I'm a pottery
painting place.
Pottery painting place is actually my worst nightmare as a perfectionist because
it never looks good.
It never looks good, and I feel so much stress. But I felt like she might enjoy it.
I think she'll enjoy it.
So I'll ask her first. But if she's on board, she's gonna have so much material to roast me with.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna let you know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. One more thing about childhoods.
Okay.
Tell me about your most memorable birthday party as a child, or birthday experience. It could be good or bad.
From kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yes.
Most memorable. So.
Or a few.
Okay.
Tell me your top 2.
I didn't, again, have a lot of friends.
Okay.
So I didn't have a lot of friend birthdays that I remember until I was older, probably 7th, 8th grade. So there was like a bunch of sleepovers, but I remember always feeling like self-conscious about like the house I lived in or like my parents. My parents are weird, like stuff like that. But I will say this: my grandma, my dad's mom, and I were born on the same day, and so we would celebrate our birthdays together. With like the whole family would show up because everyone loved my grandma and me. But like my grandma, it was her house. She hosted. She like kept everyone together. So like everyone would come to my birthday party. No one would miss it because no one's gonna dare miss grandma's birthday party. That's so great. My mom made and gave me recently every year at my birthday party with my grandma. She would have a different colored fabric pen and she made a tablecloth and everyone would sign it, and that year would be that color. And so you can go through and look and see like, this is 13 and everyone signed in like pink, and this is like 15, happy birthday Amber 15.
That's
and
really
like,
sweet.
It's actually the coolest thing my mom's ever done. That's not true, but like growing up, like that was very really sweet,
and that's a lot of forethought.
That is, to get to this day where like now that I can look at that. And I think that was until I was 21 she kept that going. And so that's really special. Additionally, there for my 13th birthday, so I was in 8th grade, I got sick. I was vomiting before.
Because of a migraine?
No.
Oh.
Was yours?
Yeah.
On your 13th birthday?
Not my 13th.
Oh.
Probably around there, something. Because I get like those overstimulation migraines, and I'm just like puking my guts out.
Yeah, puking all the time.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Yeah. No, I think I had food poisoning or like the flu or something. And we were supposed to go to my grandma's house for my birthday after church. and I threw up at the gas station when my dad was getting gas in the car. So I had to stay home. So my mom would cook for the food for everyone. So my dad brought all the food to everyone, and they called me. My whole family called me and was like, "Hey, everyone gather around. We're gonna sing happy birthday to Amber." And I remember crying, like, ugh. Because birthdays, like those were the best days. Those birthdays, like with my family and everyone there, and seeing like your cousins and other people that you hadn't seen in like a long time. That was one of my most memorable
That's
birthdays.
really sweet.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
When did you start getting migraines, might I ask?
Not until after Isaac. After my middle son,
He ruined everything.
who's almost 10,
We love you, Isaac.
my feet grew. I have women's size 12 shoes now. I didn't get glasses until I was 30 because Isaac ruined my eyeballs.
Oh my God, Killian did the same thing to me. It's those crazy boys. They're so cute, though.
Damn it, they're so cute. We love them, but like everything was ruined.
I started getting migraines when I was 7.
Oh my God, that sucks.
Yeah,
that makes me
it was
so sad. Isaac's getting them now. It's awful.
It's like incapacitated. You got to lay in a cold, dark room with nothing around you, and you just puke and sleep.
This is so terrible.
So bad.
What was yours? What was your best birthday?
It's a tie between two.
Okay, let's hear both.
I'll make it quick. All right.
Or don't.
One of them was my mom I begged her to have a birthday party at the ice skating rink, despite me not knowing how to ice skate or be good at it in any way.
Rational.
Still don't know how to ice skate to this day. But I also begged her to buy me, as my birthday present, an fancy ice skating outfit. So I was wearing like a freaking
Christy Yamaguchi
velvet leotard with a skirt, and I have a picture of me doing like this fake ballet pose. I'm just doing like one of the positions in my head. I'm like
Tanya Harding, triple axel. Yes, she's doing it. She is crushing the landing.
I mean, this was in the 90s. This was like Michelle Kwan era. I thought I was like gonna be an Olympian, maybe. Who knows? So I don't remember the party at all. I do remember I had to still use like the walker, like the, they make
Absolutely. I still use those.
The
you don't have to tell me.
pipes.
I do it still. Yeah.
So I was like in this fancy ass leotard pushing my walker around, but everyone else had a great time. And then the other party I remember was which, looking back, like I would never be able to afford this for my kids because like how expensive movie tickets are, but my parents took me and like 5 or 6 of my closest friends, which is a lot of children, to see the movie Hidalgo in theaters. Have you ever heard of Hidalgo?
Hidalgo, yes.
Oh, thank God.
I've heard of it. I couldn't tell you what it's about.
Well, it's got Viggo Mortensen, who also plays Aragorn, okay? And it's a horse movie.
So it's like Horse Balto.
It's Horse Balto.
It's Horse Balto. I knew it.
It's Horse Balto and Viggo Mortensen. And so we went and saw the movie, and I have no idea if my friends liked it or not, but I loved it, and I own it now to this day on DVD.
It was a sexual awakening for you?
Well, I was already sexually awakened by him prior to that, but then I was reawakened in the movie theater looking into his baby blue eyes. And then we like sprinted across the street down the hill from the movie theater to In-N-Out and had like milkshakes.
Ugh,
so that was a good one.
That's a dream.
It's a dream. Okay, well, we've like unpacked, at least we've scratched the surface.
We did. I think it starts to get real juicy for me, like high school, college, because that's when I start to like grow into my own.
Really?
Yeah, it's like childhood. Like I don't really like. I opened with listen to all my bullying trauma. I don't remember anything else. You really had to pull it out of me.
Yeah, I think that we should get a hypnotist. And then after we get all our memories back, we should do the episode again.
Oh my God.
We'll be like, this
for
is
our
what
1 year anniversary. That's perfect.
The real childhood
This is great.
Unveiled. See, it's time for me to power down the robot.
Okay, we're losing her.
We're losing her. We're losing her quick.
Well, this was fun and sad.
And hot. I'm sweaty.
It is very hot, and I have muggy. 7 bug bites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been low-key itching my foot.
Oh, no. The mosquitoes probably got me good. Do they love you?
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
They love me too. That's a firefly. Don't worry about him. He's just saying hi.
I'm a little worried. Oh, God.
They're harmless.
I don't like when they come near my body.
When their butts light up near your face? You don't like that?
I actually really hate that. I like them from a distance. Yeah.
All right. Well, we wish you well.
We gotta come up with like a slogan. Like we wish you the moon and we have to come up with
We'll
something.
just sing them Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh my gosh. Should
What?
I sing them my lullaby from when I was a child?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it because my
Oh.
voice is so bad. But my
it's
mom
not.
sang this weird ass song. And no matter how many people I've asked if they've heard it, nobody has.
Do you think she made it up?
No, because I looked it up. I'm
Oh.
in search of the record.
Okay.
It's on vinyl somewhere. It's called Inky Dinky Bobolinky. And it's like, Inky Dinky Bobolinky, close your pretty eyes. The Sandman's come to take you on a trip to paradise.
This is out of a horror film.
And yet, when she came to visit, she started singing it to the boys, and they love it. And I've sung it to them maybe 8 million times since then. So something about the song is
hypnotizing.
Yeah, they yawn every time I Inky Dinky. I get those chords going, and they're
it was the face mostly.
When the moon it's your eye.
They probably are yawning because they're just like, if we just go to sleep, she'll stop.
Yeah.
If we just go to sleep,
if we close our eyes, she'll stop singing. Works every time, you guys. I'll teach you the full song some other time. All right. Well, check out our episode. Well, you're listening to it now.
Check it out, though. Again, tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends. I think that's the only way podcasts gain in popularity is word of mouth.
And also, write in. You know, send us a DM. Like, I want to. Who's listens to us? I don't know, but I would love to chat with you.
I want to know. I want to know our fans.
I just also want friends. So
yeah, more friends.
More friends is best.
More friends is good. More good.
More good.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.